Some TV, the pulse of the nation.
Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 247. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. Some TV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on Some TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Some TV.
Super Cap, safe, convenient and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State.
Good news, farmers in Taraba State. Your storage problems are now over. The Taraba State government introduces new official farm sacks, the standard packaging solution for all agricultural products across our state. Through partnership between the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry with the visionary network Apex Limited, we're introducing high-quality branded sacks featuring Taraba's identity. The key benefits include uniform standard sacks statewide, increased internally generated revenue for Taraba's development, proud Taraba branding showing the origin of farm produce nationwide. Distributors in Yangtu, Nganda and all local governments, this is your call to action. Farmers Association and Amana members, prepare for better storage. Dealers across Nigeria, get ready for Taraba's premium branded sacks. Together, we build Taraba's agricultural future, one quality sack at a time. Taraba Sacks, protecting your harvest, promoting our state. Announcer Honorable Peter George, the Commissioner.
Good afternoon and welcome to Business Daily on Some TV, the pulse of the nation. Your trusted source for in-depth analysis, market trends, and key drivers shaping Nigerian economic landscape. I am Teresa Ayuba, and here are some of the headlines for today. MTN and Airtel's data revenue soar in Nigeria. First hold call to divest SPV held shares as capital restructuring. Nigerians energy future expert calls for sustainable, secure solution. Now the news in full. MTN and Airtel are ranking in record revenues from data service in Nigeria, driven by surge in mobile internet consumption. In Q2 2025, MTN data revenue jumped 85.6% to 701 billion naira, while Airtel data revenue rose 60.3% to 260 billion naira. MTN reports a steady increase in smartphone connection with 62.6% penetration, up 4.3 percentage points from December 2024. Airtel also reported a 4.8% increase in smartphone penetration, reaching 51.4%. Nigerians are shifting from traditional voice call to digital calls, leveraging data for all communication needs. Mobile internet has become central of daily life with activities like bling watching, YouTube, Netflix, and scrolling on TikTok and Instagram Reels, driven data consumption. Online gaming, live stream, and remote work tools like Microsoft Teams and Google Meet are contributing to raising data consumption across income levels. MTN invested 565.7 billion naira in the first half of 2025 to expand its network infrastructure, making a 288.4% increase in capital expenditure. These investments supported growth in data traffic and enhanced service quality. Airtel Africa increased capital expenditure in Nigeria to $39 million in Q2 2025, up 1.7% from the same period last year. Airtel plans to double its capital investment this year to accelerate 5G deployment and expand network coverage. Many Nigerians prioritize data over other essentials, with some experts noting that data has become a lifeline for work, entertainment, and social connection. Despite growing data consumption, network experience can be frustrating, leading many Nigerians to subscribe to multiple service providers. The federal government has secured $25.35 million concessionary loan from the Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development to support an initiative aimed at reducing the number of out-of-school children in Kaduna State. This loan is part of the large $62.8 million multi-partner financing package. Enroll over 100 children, build or upgrade more than 200 schools, and improve the learning environment and teaching capacity across undeserved community. Funding partners: Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development, $25.85 million loan; Islamic Development Bank, $10.5 million loan; Global Partnership for Education, $15.45 million grant; Education Above All Foundation, $10 million; Save the Children International, $0.5 million in technical assistance; Kaduna Government, $1 million contribution. Objectives include to improve access to education by constructing 102 climate resilient scholars and school rehabilitate 170 existing institutions, promote equity and social justice, prioritize accessibility for marginalized groups, including girls and children with special needs in hard-to-reach rural communities. Government commitment includes Kaduna State Government has paid its full counterpart contribution of $1 million and increased the education budget to 26% of the state 2025 budget. Federal government emphasized transparency, accountability, and result-based investment in social development, with the Minister of Finance highlighting the importance of delivering tangible impact with every dollar invested. John Vett Group has distributed over 266 cocoa seeding and 6,000 shade trays seeding to farmers across 11 cocoa producing states in Nigeria. This initiative is part of the company's commitment to sustainability and regenerative agriculture. The distribution covered key cocoa producing regions including Cross River, Ondo, Osun, Ekiti, Ogun, Akwa Ibom, and Abia State, reaching over 9,000 farmers. Notable distribution includes 61 seeding in Ikom, Cross River, 50 seeding in Idara and Oda, Ondo State, and 20 seeding in Owo. John Vett Group aims to support 150 cocoa farmers across 300 hectares of farmland by 2030, promoting regenerative farming practice and sustainable agriculture. The seeding distribution will help farmers increase their yield while maintaining a sustainable and eco-friendly approach to farming. The initiative will contribute to enhancing food security, improve farmer livelihood, and growing the global cocoa industry. John Vett Group is dedicated to driving lasting change in the cocoa sector and strengthening the foundation for a global competitive agricultural value chain. The company plans to expand its efforts with additional seeding distribution in the coming months, collaborating with farmers and industry stakeholders. Mutual Benefit Assurance PLC has reported a pre-tax profit of 7.8 billion naira for the second quarter of 2025, a significant turnaround from the 1.1 billion naira loss recorded in the same period last year. This impressive performance brings the company's half-year pre-tax profit of 12.2 billion naira, reflecting a 287.78% increase from 3.1 billion naira in the first half of 2024. 21.8 billion naira, up 37.46% year-on-year. Insurance service result 5.2 billion naira, a significant improvement from a loss of 237.6 million naira in Q2 2024. Net investment income 4.1 billion naira, representing a 911.85% increase from the same period last year. Pre-tax profit 7.8 billion naira, a 798.67% increase year-on-year. Total asset 164.2 billion, up to 11.61% year-on-year. Claims paid 22 billion naira, up 98.20% year-on-year. The company's strong financial performance can be attributed to the significant increase of insurance revenue, which rose to 21.8 billion naira in Q2 2025. Additionally, the deadline is insurance service expenses from 14.7 billion naira to 9.7 billion in Q2 contributed to the improved insurance service. Result of 5.2 billion naira mutual benefit assurance. Total asset base grew to 164.2 billion naira, reflecting an 11.61% increase year-on-year. The company's restrained earnings also surged 79.11% to 21.9 billion naira. This impressive financial metric demonstrates the company's growth and expansion in the insurance sector. As of August 5, 2025, mutual benefit assurance share were priced to 2.20 naira, reflecting a year-to-date gain of 260.66%. This impressive market performance underscored the company's strong financial position and growth prospects. Foreign investment in Nigerian telecom sector plummeted by 58% in Q1 2025, with the sector attracting only $80.78 million in foreign direct investment. This significant decline is attributed to various challenges facing the industry. The Association of Licensed Telecommunication Companies of Nigeria, ALTON, highlighted multiple taxation as a major issue that needs to be addressed to encourage more investment in the telecom sector. ALTON also notes that high rate of wage change has a significant problem that affect investment in the industry. Engineer Ikechukwu Nami, CEO of Digital Reality and past president of Association of Telecommunication Companies of Nigeria, cited instability in the country's forex market as a major discouragement for foreign investors. This deadline is foreign investment in the telecom sector is stuck, with a 58% drop year-on-year and 41% decline quarter-on-quarter, despite the Nigerians' overall capital importation jump by 67.12% to $5.6 billion in Q1 2025. Driven largely by the banking sector, Namani expressed optimism that the recent relative stability in the forex market could lead to improved investment in the telecom sector in subsequent quarters. Addressing the industry challenges and creating a conducive environment could attract more investment and drive growth. First Holdco PLC is set to divest shares held by the Special Purpose Vehicle SPV as part of the capital restructuring and compliance strategy. Managing Director Wale Oyedeji disclosed this during an investors conference call, stating that the company will dispose of a share in the market. Shares held by SPV, RC Investment Management Limited, and SPV linked in Resilience Capital currently hold the shares, which were acquired through the structural transaction involving Barbican Capital Limited sales of approximately 25% of First Holdco shares. Capital raising First Holdco is pursuing a 350 billion naira capital rise through private placements this quarter, following a successful 147 billion naira rights issues. The company aims to meet the Central Bank of Nigeria minimum capital threshold for financial institution. Total asset and customers deposit First Hold Communicate total assets grew to 27.2 trillion naira in H1 2025, while customer deposit increased to 17.9 trillion naira. Impact and development, streamlining of ownership structure. The divestment is part of the First Hold core effort to streamline in the ownership structure and meet regular requirements. We're taking a brief commercial break. When we return, Business Daily continues.
Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee (FSRCC), in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC), wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators (IFOs), which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Welcome back. Nigerians' capital importation surged to $5.64 billion in Q1 2025, a 67% increase from the previous quarter. However, a closer look at the data reveals that over 90% of these inflows were driven by hot money, short-term, speculative funds seeking high returns. Breakdown of capital importation, portfolio investment, $5.2 billion, accounting for 92.2% of total inflow. Money market instrument, $4.21 billion. Government bond, $877.41 million. Equity investments, $117.33 million. Foreign direct investment, $126.29 million, representing only 2.2% of total capital import. Other investment, $311.17 million in foreign loans. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, hawkish monetary policy with benchmark interest rates rising to record high, has attracted foreign portfolio investors. Yield to OMO bills and treasury bills reaching 18.25% have made this instrument increasing attractively. Driven capital importation to the highest level since Q1 2020. The Naira has recorded relative stability, trading below 1,550 per dollar in the parallel market. Analysts attributed this to increased inflow of foreign portfolio capital, which has boosted dollar liquidity and eased exchange rate pressure. However, concerns linger about the sustainability of model given the volatility of portfolio flows, while Nigeria has succeeded in attracting capital inflows. The structure of this inflow surge a heavy dependence on hot money rather than productive capital. To achieve long-term stability, analysts recommend rebuilding investors' confidence, improving the ease of doing business, and attracting more sustainable capital, especially FDI, that supports growth, jobs, and innovation. Nigeria needs sustainable and secure energy to boost its fortune and rehabs its futures. According to Selpet Energy PLC, the company chief operating officer Samson Ezewore emphasized this at the 2025 Society of Petroleum Energy SPE Nigerian Annual International Conference and Exhibition in Lagos. Nigeria requires a sustainable energy system that is accessible, scalable, and locally adapted to meet growing domestic demand and global calls for a low-carbon futures. Millions of Nigerians lack access to reliable electricity, relying on polluting fuels for cooking and transportation, which is worrisome given the country's natural resource endowment. Building a sustainable energy system requires a system-wide transformation, leveraging technology, supply chain resilience, human resources, and policy framework. Technology leverages technology to image and implement new energy models, such as off-grid solar and smart grid. Supply chain builds resilient, transparent supply network that serve the whole country. Human resource empower and includes engineers, entrepreneurs, and communities to drive energy transformation. Policy framework develop bold, consistent, and forward-looking policy that unlock investment, reward innovation, and prioritize people-centered energy system. Seplat Energy COO called for clear sense of direction and stronger commitment to collaboration among stakeholders to achieve sustainable, equitable energy future for Nigeria. The conference provided a platform for knowledge sharing, technical collaboration, and strategic foresight, highlighting the need for collective action to address Nigerian energy challenges. That's all for today on Business Daily. Stay informed, stay connected, and remember, in business, timing is everything. I am Teresa Ayuba. See you tomorrow on Some TV.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is